knows about the grind, the bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again.
I'm your huckleberry.
A little PM Dawn for you folks, so we can come in nice and calm. Feel like there's a lot of anger out there in the world right now, Joaquin. Well, not in the... Well, in Edmonton, mostly. Welcome to EST Afternoons. Joaquin Gage, Hernan Salas, Zach Kubish. Live from the William Huff Studios. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Lots to get to, boys and girls. Red Light District, Hernan's World. We'll be joined by Nick Cattles from the Locked On Patriots podcast. We'll talk some Pats with him, and we'll see how the reaction was when Bill Belichick was not a first ballot Hall of Famer. We're going to have some fun on the show. Of course, one highlight, low light, only one. That game was ugly. The Oilers head into the Olympic break with a 3-game losing streak. Of course, we're going to break down word for word Leon Draisaitl's post-game comments. But before we do all that, gents, how are you today on this lovely Thursday afternoon in the City of Champions?
Go ahead, Koob. Let's hear how you're doing.
Yeah, I'm doing just great. Not as good as Devin Cooley's feeling after that game. I mean, we talked a bit about his post game, just his approach to it. He's a golden retriever at the end of 2 guys and a goalie there, but almost think it's too warm outside. I'm gonna be a negative Nelly, okay, or negative Nathan, whatever you want to call me.
Too warm.
It's too warm. It's too slushy. I want the cold back. Because I want to go on the outdoor rink one more time. But we're doing good.
Get out of here.
Okay,
you almost started playing the music.
Get out of here.
I get
Thanks
it.
for this.
I didn't know why you were going that way, but because you said you want to go in the ODR, then it makes sense. But you gotta, if you're gonna get cold, you gotta. What is it? If you want snow, you got to deal with the mud. Is that how they say it? Eventually, I love it. I love that it's going away.
Yesterday, I left the running facility, Joaquin, about 5:30ish. It was still a little bit light up.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I loved it.
That's nice.
Like, oh, that is the best. Like in our lives, Joaquin, in a calendar year, that is the best time for me when the days start getting long. You know, when because in November, December, you get home at 4:30, for example, you're cooking, it's dark out.
Yeah, it's gross.
Like late February, you go into March, 6 o'clock, it's still a little bit light out.
Yeah,
and you're like, this is turning into summer, spring. I say spring's probably I love summer. Don't get me wrong, but I love the transition into spring.
It's not a transit. I'm tired of. It's not a transition to spring. Here, there are 2 seasons in Edmonton: winter and summer. Okay, there's no.
What about
spring.
construction season?
That doesn't count.
That's all year, Coop. That does not go away. But the fall is nice.
It's a week until the snow flies.
Yeah. Early spring, maybe this year.
Again. No, this I don't like it that this is happening in February. Like usually you get it. So now what do we have? Like, was it like plus 10 yesterday?
It's great.
It was crazy, but it's such a tease, and your body starts adjusting. You might put the North Face jacket away, and then all of a sudden, boom, we get rocked. No, we don't even get snow. It just gets cold.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see the temperature for when we're on the morning show because it's only 2 weeks, right? So,
how much gas do you use? Because with that car starter, you must have to fill it up like every second day.
Not a lot, buddy. Once a week. Yeah, seriously.
Hernan starts his car in the summer.
Well, if it's a little cold in the morning, you just to have a nice temperature.
What temperature does it have to be not to use the car starter?
Probably like 20.
Oh my God, that's terrible. There's nothing more disgusting than a 20-degree car when you get into it.
I won't use, I put the car starter away in the summer. I'm sorry, but if I get in the car, I'll put the heat on for a bit.
In the summer.
What a psychopath.
Yeah.
I don't even do that. I didn't even do that today.
Oh, my heater gets a workout, boys.
That is just ridiculous.
And I never use air conditioning.
I can understand that.
In the car, for me,
That's gross.
It's windows down.
Unless you stop, I'd turn on the AC.
Is that I thought someone died in the back of your car with a chalk outline, but that's just sweat of salt.
But you're not sweating because the air is hitting you, right? You open all the windows, the sunroof, you're feeling the natural air down the Henday.
Yeah.
Your ears
That
get
smells
plugged.
great. I might even get a rock in the face.
Oh, I'm just a weird person, I guess. Max Pazuzu says, Hernan, you run? Oh, boy. Let me tell you, buddy. I won't bore you with my running stories.
What about trail running?
No one cares.
Trail run?
Will wants me to go trail running. I'd love to. Got to get special shoes. Well, not special, but no, you can run with anything pretty much. So you remember the shoes I bought for the marathon? They're getting a little worn down, buddy. I might need a new pair. No, because I follow a lot of runners on the IG, and they have a specific amount of uses before they.
If you have a chat group of running that you're part of, this whole thing's done. All right.
No, I don't. I said I follow people that run, and they say that there's a certain life for your running shoes.
So when you're running with someone, what do you do? Do you like check out their gear and stuff?
I do.
How do you look at your watch when you're running too all the time?
I don't all the time because I just want to focus on the run. What was I going to say? But I like when you're running and then like outside and you just wave at other runners because you're part of a special club. Do you ever do that?
No.
Like when you're walking Boone and you walk by another guy walking a dog, don't you guys just give each other one of these?
No.
No, really?
I might say hi to them. I don't salute them. And if their dog's a jerk, I go away. Boone's the nicest guy ever. It was tough yesterday on the walk because I was walking back behind the schools. There's this path by the other homes. There's a couple psycho dogs back there. But one guy I could tell he didn't want his dog to say hi. And I throw out from probably about 10 meters. I go, hey, he's super friendly. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And he still was like, the dog was fine. He just wanted to come say hi. But it was so icy out. And I wrapped the leash around myself because Boone's quite strong. But he turned me and I went backwards and he started pulling me towards the guy. I was just sliding and I wasn't even looking at the guy. Like my back was to him and I just go, nothing I can do. And then they just said hi or whatever, but it was pretty funny.
Penner's Pancake says, how about you set your AC for your car starter? Yeah. In the summer.
Yeah. You can do that.
I like to be hot though. Is that weird?
Yeah, especially from you growing up in the jungles of Chile, it's understanding that you need the heat, the humidity. But it's so dry here.
I know.
Do you have a lot of ferns in your house with humidifiers to take you back?
No.
No?
What's it called? I like humidity too.
I bet. Yeah, that's what I mean. You'd think you'd have everything you cook is like a pressure cooker. Just get pressure cookers going the whole time.
When you're walking and you're just drenched in sweat and your shirt's stuck to your body, that's the best feeling in the world. I have no issues with hot weather. None whatsoever. I think we were talking about this at the... I think Big Uke said he wants winter all year round.
Really?
No, that's not what he said. I'm trying to remember what he said.
I like it hot too, but do you sweat?
I'm not a big sweater.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's concerning. Because if it's 25 out and I take a quick step, boom, drenched.
Just drenched.
Yeah.
Eh? That's crazy. That's the life we live, Joaquin. Well, let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's get to it. Hey, hit us up, Nats Chat. Slam that thumbs up. Did we hit 100 yesterday? I don't even know, but let's get there. I know it's not good times for the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to get to Leon Draisaitl and all that. All in all, another sloppy defensive game by the Edmonton Oilers. I thought Cooley was really good. Made some good saves, man. It's a good goalie.
Great
Having a good
goalie.
time out there. It was funny at the start of the game. Kelly Rudy's like, the big matchup, Connor McDavid, Kevin Ball. I was like, who? He played well, though.
He's good.
Credit. Yeah, he's a guy I don't know much about, but it was pretty funny that it was Kevin Ball, not like Uyghur or anyone else. All in all, I mean, the power play keeps the Oilers in it like it usually does, and they couldn't find the equalizer late. But overall, Joaquin, what did you make of that game yesterday? They had moments they create because they are very offensive, but it's the same story, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way the Flames play. Like it's an honest effort, you know. Good goaltending. They took advantage of opportunities that the Oilers gave them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the attention to detail with this team is it's puzzling.
It's lacking.
It's very puzzling, the fact that where this and that's probably what the most frustrating thing for Edmonton Oilers fans is, because they've gotten to the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years in a row, and you still see these types of mistakes that make your head spin, because how does a team that make those simple, awful mistakes get to that level? And it's a lot of the same guys that are on this team, and guys' names that you would expect not to be making those mistakes. And
Yeah.
I mean, we said it yesterday. Like maybe this break's coming at a perfect time because their heads are not in it.
No.
Maybe they need to just take a break, and well, we'll see what happens. But I have to say that they don't look engaged enough to win hockey games on a consistent basis in the NHL, and it's been that way since October.
Yeah, I'll stand by what I said yesterday, Joaquin. I know you disagreed, but I still think this is how do the kids say it? A mid team. I truly think so. And we will get to Leon's comments in the second segment. We're going to dissect them. We're going to play it again and go over that. You're right, Joaquin. It just looks like a team that's unwilling to play defense. Like it's like I watched Darnell Nurse, I watched Jake Wallman, and I'm every time they're on the ice, I'm shaking my head, Joaquin. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, Bouchard 3 points, but he had 5 giveaways. Like he wasn't very good last night. He makes some brilliant passes out of the zone. Sometimes he tries passes he shouldn't, and they end up on the other team's stick. I made a point of tweeting out yesterday in the first 6 minutes of the second period, they gave up a 2-on-1 and a 3-on-1, Joaquin.
Yeah.
So it's just, to me, it's a commitment issue here. Like you have to want to defend. A good scrap by Emberson and Hanley. I didn't see that one coming.
Great scrap. Both knocking the buckets off each other's head. That's great.
I was like, damn. That was
it
good.
was you can't tell me the game was entertaining.
Oh,
right?
100%.
It was fun to watch, but games with lots of mistakes are fun to watch because it produces offense. Offense is fun. Boa constrictor defenses is usually watching paint dry. Like it's not that great, but to win, and those are lessons you would think that the core group, the veteran group, the guys that have been responsible for the majority of the success of the Edmonton Oilers over the past few seasons, they know what it takes. They should know what it takes to win hockey games.
Yeah. And
when your top guys aren't putting forth that type of effort, the message is lost throughout the rest of the lineup.
No good, and you're right, about Calgary. They're not a playoff team, but they grind it out, man. Like they play hard.
They're a perfect, like if I'm a Flames fan, I would find it difficult to be mad at my team.
Yeah,
and that's probably it. It'd be interesting to talk to some hardcore Flames fans, because they're probably just more mad at management than anything else, because they actually have a pretty decent team.
Yeah,
that are giving an honest effort, and you saw what happens. You saw what happens if even with a team like Calgary that's not going to make the playoffs, if you do not show up and play a structured game, they will beat you.
100%. No debating that, Joaquin. Okay, for highlights, I have one clip. And I don't know how this happened, Joaquin. You played at the game at the highest level you can play. I want you to tell me what the hell Wallman especially does on this play. You can roll it. This is the second goal on the PK, okay?
Sure.
Puck gets, chipped down into the Flame zone. Cooley sets it up the back of the net to Uyghur. And boom. Breakaway pass to Gridden. Top shelf. For me, this is unacceptable.
I don't know if I've seen a goal like this, from a set breakout on a PK or a power play for the Flames. Look where those two guys are, and then the realization is talk about. They are already knee deep in margaritas and sitting by the pool at this point. How do you not recognize that guy leaving the zone? It's just unpreparedness. And I hate to say it, but Wallman, over the last little bit, we've seen some warts in his game. We've seen and this is maybe he was out for a while. Came back, had a little success. Now, playing a lot of games now. This break could probably do him the most because from shift to shift, I don't know what you're going to get, And even he's a little nonchalant too.
Yeah.
A little bit too much for me. I've mentioned numerous times this year, I thought that he's still banged up because last year it just seemed like he was on his toes more. But look at that.
Yeah.
Look where they're almost inside the zone for crying out loud. With Calgary with full possession.
Yeah.
It's just...
Well, and look, Joaquin, you had two options. Look at, for example, why can't I draw now? No, it's not working. God. Oh. This guy's wide open. It almost looks like they're so focused in on this middle guy here. But, Uyghur could have went here. It's the same play.
The sad fact is on the PK, you almost allowed a 2-on-0 on an outlet pass.
Exactly. That's attention to detail. That's not you're not focused on the ice. This goal to me, Joaquin, was just unreal. Everybody blaming Jari. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's a good shot.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, great shot. But that shouldn't happen.
No.
It should not happen.
There's something there with Wallman. Now it's coming to kind of light a bit why did Yzerman get rid of him? Now we're asking the same question. Now we know why. San Jose was willing to give up on him too. There is a lot of warts in his game. And we'll get to it maybe tomorrow, but we got to figure out something with that second, with these pairings. Leave Bush and Ekholm alone. They're fine together. But there's so many things we have to discuss, Joaquin. We don't have time.
We got to go to a break.
Hey, Afternoon Inbox presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their happy hour. It's 525 drinks available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you're a little sad and upset about the Oilers, hit up the River Cree for happy hour. All right? Today's the last day, Sunday to Thursday for happy hours. And of course, Play Alberta, our presenting sponsor here at Edmonton Sports Talk, will limit your choices when you can have it all. Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Before we go, Joaquin, I just want to say this because I did the mistake of checking in the nasty chat yesterday during postgame.
Oh, did you?
I do not want to hear a peep out of 90%, 95%, whatever percentage you would. It's high. There's only a small number of fans and nasties that were on Stuart Skinner's side and didn't blame him for every damn loss and every damn goal. I don't want to hear a peep about goaltending. I don't. This is what you wanted. Deal with it. Plain and simple. Okay? This is what you wanted. So don't bring up Jari and Ingram and they're sliding and Stan Bowman's this is what you wanted.
I like the one narrative I saw, I think this morning, is they should have just kept Skinner and had Ingram.
I will not go there with the goalies. This is what everybody wanted in Edmonton. You got it. Don't complain now. We're back with Leon Draisaitl's comments after the break. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for listening and watching. Slam that thumbs up for us. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat and the River Korean box.
Final slate of NHL games before the Olympic break. We see Tampa and Florida drop the puck. The Senators and Flyers matching up while the Golden Knights and Kings meet for the nightcap. From Calgary, Jonathan Huberdeau of the Flames is out for the remainder of the season. He's set to undergo hip surgery next month to address a lingering issue and is projected to be ready for the start of next season. 8 games go down in the NBA, including the Raptors and Bulls clashing at 5:30. Toronto 6th in the East, sitting RJ Barrett, who's banged up with a right knee sprain. They have managing him on a back-to-back. Chicago is 10th in the conference. Elsewhere, the Mavericks face the Spurs while the Lakers and 76ers hit the hardwood. And in baseball, ESPN's Jeff Passan reported that Detroit's Tariq Skubal has set a new arbitration record, being awarded $32 million for 2026. EST Afternoons continues following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Luke Gazdik's going to join us. The past we've seen with Knobloch that I think he really starts to get desperate when he throws those guys out there like crazy. Like McDavid playing 27 last night. I get it's the last game before the break, but that is a lot of ice for one guy to carry. And I just think Leon is probably on point there with start spreading it out.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada ski cross racer Reese Howden.
Being able to represent a country that has done everything to support my dreams is unreal. To stand on the podium and represent Canada, I don't take it for granted at all.
Sentinel Storage, proud partner of Team Canada.
You already know where you should go to watch the big game. Where else but River Cree Resort and Casino? Come out to the venue for the massive football watch party on February 8th. Doors open at 3:30 with kickoff at 4:30. Your $35 ticket includes reserved seating and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Or sit in a premium black leather throne of comfort with the VIP lounge package, just $70 a seat. Don't miss out on the football action. Buy your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com. Must be 18 plus.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new. Tons of options. And the good stuff, like our 8-inch 2-topping RCM pizza and our signature Caesar. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m. starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
What is happening?
We're back here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin Gage, Hernan Salas, Zach Kubish with you. Reminder, Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up at 3 o'clock. They'll take you right up until 6. No more Oilers hockey for a while here. We hit into the Olympics. Let's go. Some people say, Hernan, don't speak for me. I said a small portion of the fan base were not blaming Skinner for everything. I said that. Okay? The majority were. So if you weren't, then that's where that comment lies. That, yeah, the small amount of fans that didn't blame everything on Stuart Skinner. It is what it is now. You're not getting a new goalie, people. That's not happening. These are your 2 goalies for this year. Should we hear Leon, Joaquin?
Why not?
Here's Leon from last night.
What do you ultimately think was the difference between you and Gavin?
I don't know.
We're just giving up too many goals. I don't know. Just can't defend. Penalty kill is not great. But there's many things that are part of it. It's just not good enough right now.
Tristan just sat here and said that he's got to be better. He's got to keep more pucks out of the net, give you guys a chance to win. I guess, what are your thoughts on that?
It goes hand in hand. Like we got to defend better. We got to make it easier on him, and then I'm sure he can be a little bit better too. It's a two-way street, but it starts with us in front of him, and then the game becomes a little bit easier for him. But I think there's saves that our goalies need to make at some point.
So this is a really veteran team that's played a lot of important hockey. You're 58 games or whatever you're into this season, and you're still trying to find your defensive game. Can you, have we hit some critical mass here, do you think, coming into the spring?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like, we're, not consistent enough, and it just leaks too hard, to just like lollygag through games and try to get winning streaks going. And you need everybody. It starts with coaches, like everybody. Like you're never going to win if you have 4 or 5 guys going, and it starts at the top. We can be better. Our leaders can be better, and we'll take the break and regroup.
Do you think that stems from the fact that you guys have had so much success over the last couple of years that maybe...
No, we're a different team. We're not the same team. Like, we're not as good right now. We're not even close. Like, we need to understand that. Like, it's time. Obviously, there's a break now, but when we come back, we gotta get going.
Joaquin, you don't see Leon like that, man, too often, eh? Like, just at a loss for words. I don't think I've ever seen an Oiler in the last 5 years as candid as that. Maybe Derek Ryan to a certain extent, but it doesn't carry the same weight when it's one of your stars, right? Like, that was, I'm going ham here. I'm going to Italy. They'll see you when I get back. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like, it's just, I couldn't believe it when I heard it. Listen, good on him. I have no issues with it. Now, if it was always the same, like the guys just going after, and blah, blah, blah like that, I think that's a problem. But you don't hear this too often from any Edmonton Oilers player, especially one of their leaders. And I thought it was refreshing, extremely refreshing. Kudos to Leon for dropping lollygag. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably the best part of that interview. But Joaquin, okay, let's start with this quote. It starts with the coaches, everybody. You're never going to win if you have 4 or 5 guys going. And it starts at the top. Our leaders can be better. The first part of that quote, Joaquin, I looked at it when I heard it last night, and I was talking with the boys before the show. That to me is him, listen, is saying it can't just be us all the time. Like, we need to give more opportunity to more players on this team. Is that how you viewed it?
Sorry,
it starts with the coaches, everybody. Yeah. You're never going to win if you have 4 or 5 guys going.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly he meant by saying that. Was it the fact that Naba only plays other guys a few minutes a night and they're responsible for every single game? Right. Of course, as a top player, you want that. Mm-hmm. You want, but they're, like I said, this team has some experience in what it takes to win, and you can't win with just 2 guys. It's the ultimate team sport. But saying that too, I think there's a little bit of reflection. It'd be interesting to see what the big guys play like when they come back, because the past 2 seasons, they've run into a Florida Panthers team that's very disciplined, very deep, but they all play the same way. There's a definite like concentration or focus on playing defensively. Like, I mean, do you sit Connor and Leon and have them watch Sasha Barkov play?
Yeah, I don't know what you do because, for example, last night, I know you brought it up on two guys. Like Curtis Lazar had a good goal scoring chance, ends up playing 4 minutes.
Yeah, he almost
I'm not asking for Curtis Lazar to play 14 minutes, but he should be around 10, 12. He's a good veteran guy. He's not bad defensively. He's responsible, and he creates and he mucks it up.
But don't just give him a normal shift. Like if he does something right, I don't see why you just don't get him back out. Show like a little bit of a carrot, because it's not only for the player, it's for the rest of the bench. Oh, Lazar just won a battle on the boards, shot it on net and got a chance.
Yeah.
And got, or won a draw, got a chance and kept offensive or made a good play. He's out there again. Maybe if I do that, I'll get more, right? There has to be a recognition of how guys are playing and maybe a little bit of reward. Because nothing more frustrating for a player that maybe, doesn't play north of 15 minutes a night that doesn't matter what he does. Yeah, on the positive side, it's still not going to result in more ice time.
No.
But if he makes a mistake, for sure, he's going to become the grocery stick.
But to me, and you're right, Joaquin. Like, look at the times yesterday. 4 guys over 20. 3 guys under 6 minutes.
There were a lot of penalties and stuff, though. So take it with a little bit of a. But if you look at the past, 5 games, you can kind of take that these guys aren't playing a lot.
But to me, that's not coaching, Joaquin, going to the nuclear option when you're down. I could do that behind the bench. Leon Hyman.
Well, that's what I said, too. Like you have to, it starts at the top. Is what Leon said, and I might be completely out to lunch here, but when he says starts at the top, and you go down by a goal, and you're already going with the big dogs, and they're double shifting, you have to show that your process and faith in the system, up one, down one, is good enough to get you out of it, right? I think there's something too. If they score in the first period and they're up 1, you don't go right to the big dogs right away. You allow your team to work their way out because the systems you have faith in. It just seems like everything gets thrown out the window and chase the game. Well, we got to chase now.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, and Knobloch's taking a lot of heat for this, but Tippett did it. Derek Ryan pretty much said it when Tippett got fired. He goes, none of us were getting an opportunity to produce. Now,
was it Tippett or was that?
I think it was Tippett.
Was it Tippett?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Woodcroft.
Yeah. Was it Woodcroft?
Maybe it was Woodcroft. There's been so many damn coaches.
Was it Hitchcock?
Was it Tom McClellan?
Was it Tom Rennie?
I saw a good one here. It says, is it Knob though, or is it the big guns who demand the ice time? I
don't know. If it is, I'm not okay with that.
But with Leon's comments, that's why I don't think it is, because Leon said it can't just be 4 or 5 guys going. Now he's talking in general 4 or 5 guys. He's not talking about him. At least that's the way I looked at it. But he's right. They're tied. They're down. They're up a goal. We're going to put these guys together and just run with it. That's not coaching. That's the easiest thing to do is go to those guys, and we all understand why they do, Joaquin, because they're brilliant together. But and now it's kind of because we've all been complaining. Well, some of us have been complaining about bottom 6 doesn't score or doesn't produce, Joaquin. Okay, and that's fair. But at the same time, it's also fair they don't get a lot of opportunity. So certain guys, Lazar, right? Frederick hasn't earned the ice time. Mangiapane struggled throughout the season, so we can all understand that. But they don't get a lot of ice, especially when the game is tight. It's 29 and 97 and 18, go save our bacon, and the rest of the guys, you guys can just watch. And I think that's one of the biggest knocks on Knobloch, but every coach has done the same, Joaquin.
I know.
Maybe he's done it the most.
Well, he's been here the longest so far, so yeah. But it's like, I mean, you might as well just put your glove and stick down at a certain point and throw the pom-poms on.
Yeah. So it's a good debate, man. I don't know. I was surprised Leon said it starts with the coaches. Everybody, you got to win with 4 or 5 guys. It starts at the top. Our leaders can be better. And that's true. Until Leon and McDavid and Hyman and Nuge and all those guys start defending better, Nurse, Ekholm, then the team will follow, Joaquin. It can't be the Curtis Lazards of the world leading the charge when it comes to defense. Let's see here. Talking about the goaltending, we've got to defend better, make it easier on Jari. Then I'm sure he can be a little better too. It's a two-way street, but it starts with us in front of him, and then the game becomes a little easier for him. He adds, there are saves that our goalies need to make at some point too. Joaquin, you remember Jari's comments last week? We're all like, whoa, he was honest, and he was right. I feel like Draisaitl went there because Jari went there. Because I've never heard an Edmonton Oiler in the McDavid era say there are saves that our goalies need to make at some point. I haven't heard a player. I've heard a coach say it. No.
Well, he said two things then.
Yeah.
I know. There's been guys say we need a save. I think Connor said it too.
He said it goes hand in hand. We have to be better, but he has to be better.
I don't think anyone's shot a warning shot past the coach.
No. Not at all.
I haven't heard that one. Coaches. I was like, whoa. That's and that might not be, I mean, this is really, we're getting deep into the weeds here, but I mean, they did have a relationship with Glenn Gullickson.
Yeah.
Right?
They loved him.
Well, you saw their interactions on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he interacted with them too.
Yeah.
Like he could tell when there was a time when he talked to them, and there was a time when he just sat back and they were discussing, right? Like you could see that, that was a very symbiotic relationship with their, I don't know, it's not a skills coach, but forward coach, whatever, power play coach.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe obviously you have to build relationships with new people, and to get back to that level, it's not going to happen overnight.
And then the last part, Joaquin, when he was asked the last question, he said, we're a different team. We're not the same team. We're not as good right now. We're not even close, and we need to understand that. I think that was key there, that we need to understand we're not the Oilers of last year or the year before that went to the Cup Finals.
Was that an understanding where, I mean, he says the coaches, is this a schematic thing? Is this a technical how this team to be successful needs to play? Because it doesn't look like they've changed much over the last couple since Knoblaugh's been here, right?
Yeah.
There was subtle changes that year, and last year there was a change, but from last season to this season, it does look like they're trying to play the exact same way. And if they're a completely different team and it's not working, then is this a coach just trying to get them to play that way? Or does he have to realize these guys can't play this way? Mm-hmm. We're not gonna win. We were a different type of team. I have to look at the personnel that I have, and for them to be successful, find a structure that works. I don't know what that is. I'm not a coach. But it would be a good question to ask, like Belzy and stuff, because every year he gets so much turnover, but some years he has a very talented team. Maybe other years he has more of a grinding team. What type of systems are better implemented for different types of teams to have success?
Yeah. So, Joaquin, do you remember a star player going ham like this in a post game in hockey or in any sport for that matter?
Yeah.
I was trying to think of one last night, and I couldn't come up because this one made headlines. It was national. Went all over the place. And I liked it. It was refreshing. He pretty much said what we're all thinking. Whether you're in media, you're a fan, you're a casual observer of the Oilers, I think we all know this. The PK is not good. The goaltending needs to be better. Defensive play is atrocious. Coaching could be better. You got to stop playing your top guys so much. You got to give opportunities to other guys. There's so much to unwrap, right? And I saw a lot on X yesterday that there's going to be some firings coming. I don't think they're doing that right now, Joaquin.
No, it does depend. Like I got to think that they're a playoff team.
It's getting dicey though.
It'll depend on the success in the playoffs, how they look. Mm-hmm. If they get past the first round, you're not making a coaching change. I don't think he's here at training camp next year for sure.
Yeah, and look, because people are bringing up the assistants more than maybe Knob, because Knoblauch just signed a 3-year deal. It doesn't even kick in till next year.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to give these guys a year. Mark Stewart's been here. He's had success with this team. I know he's in charge of the D and the PK, and everybody wants him out, but I don't think they're going to make I could be wrong. I have no insider information. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think they're going to let this team try to figure it out after the break, and then in the offseason we might see some moves. But all in all, I mean, I know the fans loved it. The post-game blew up when the boys played the clip. I know all the shows today up until now, and I know Reed and Jay are going to get into it as well. It's been such a big talking point. What did he just pretty much put everybody on blast, including himself. And I think it's refreshing to see a superstar do that. And we'll see what comes of it, because this team is notoriously bad coming off breaks. So we'll see what happens. And there's no additions coming, right? Because there's a trade freeze. But the deadline fast approaching as well when they return to the ice. All right. A portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. Join the Super Bowl watch party Sunday, February 8th at the CBH. Enter to win a Lombardi trophy and enjoy $1 Bud tankards and $9.99 two-topping 8-inch pizzas. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house is your house. On the other side of the break, you want to do the Red Light District?
Sure.
Red Light District. Your favorite segment of the week is coming up. Don't worry. In the second hour, I got some knob clips as well that I want to break down with Joaquin Gage. We'll continue to dissect what's wrong with the Edmonton Oilers, and we'll go to New England as Nick Cattles from the Locked On Patriots podcast will join us to tee up the big game that goes on Sunday. Keep slamming that thumbs up for us. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat, River Korean Box 780-218-9999.
The Washington Capitals have activated forward Pierre-Luc Dubois and goalie Logan Thompson from the injured list prior to Thursday night's matchup tonight against Nashville, their final game before the Olympic break. Dubois hasn't played since Halloween because of surgeries for injuries in his abdominal and abductor muscles. Thompson, who's part of Team Canada, hasn't played since January 27th. 6 other games are on around the NHL tonight. The Islanders and Devils matching up. The Penguins going at it with the Sabres, while the Hurricanes meet the Rangers. And down the QE2, the Flames have shut down Jonathan Huberdeau for the season to undergo hip surgery to address a lingering issue. He's expected to make a full recovery by the start of next season. We'll have surgery next month. On the court, Toronto and Chicago go toe-to-toe at 5:30. 7 other games in the NBA. Golden State takes on Phoenix. The Hornets look to swarm the Rockets as the Hawks play the Jazz. And in baseball, ESPN's Jeff Passan has reported Detroit's Tarek Skubal has now set the new arbitration record, being awarded $32 million for next year. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993, they're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. The Red Light District up next. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
But also, he says, and I think everyone's focusing on the coaching comment, but skipping the part where he says it comes from the top. Because he talks about coaching, and then he immediately says there's only 4 or 5, you can't win with just 4 or 5s going. And he says it starts from the top. And to me, that's Jeff Jackson's Stan Bowman. I think he's talking about the roster at that. I think he's talking about the guys in the suits, and not the guy on the bench.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Edmonton, be part of history. Support Canada Soccer's men's national team as they battle Uzbekistan in the final send-off series ahead of the FIFA World Cup. Monday, June 1st at 7 p.m. at Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.ca.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Joaquin.
You don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night.
Joaquin.
You don't have to wear that dress tonight. Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right.
Joaquin.
You don't have to put on the red light.
Yeah, yeah. Joaquin.
Finishing up.
You don't have to put on the red light.
Joaquin.
Dun, 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 dun.
Joaquin. Yeah, yeah. Joaquin. 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 Welcome back to EST Afternoons. How you doing? Great song. People want to know if we can bring the wife on, Joaquin, to explain some figure skating.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay. Are they still doing backflips and figure skating?
Yeah, they are now.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
They have it in. So essentially, like you look at the jumps, an axle is the only jump that's you jump off facing forward. Okay, everything else comes going backwards. So the Lutz and the sow cow are both off inside or outside edges, right? But if you watch everyone cheats now because they do half a rotation before they take off on the ice, which they shouldn't do. But now they're doing quads and stuff, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like,
what's the max for axles? A triple?
Quad.
Really?
There's some guys doing 5.
That's like the
Is that
elite.
a quint?
That's
Is that
like
right?
the elite of the elite. Like not every figure skater can do that.
It's almost like they're all like that. I think the one Russian kid had 7 quads in his long program at the European Championships.
Man, he must get some good air.
It's unbelievable to see how quick they spin. Like, it's amazing. But I don't like figure skating. I mean, if we go way back, it was more of an artistic sport. But now, because of the scandals and things, it goes to that point system. So you basically have a program that you follow, and it's built to win. So if this guy hits all 7 of his quads in that, because everyone has the one program and that's what they have for the season, right? It's kind of like dance. You get one routine and that's it. And then you have to perform it throughout the year. So judges see it at all the competitions too, so they know what it's kind of looks like, and they they kind of can look at everything. It's fun. I'll watch it. But.
The way you're saying it, like it was more dancing, more like
yeah, you
more
got
like,
points for actual dance, and now
it's all technical.
If you watch them, there's not a lot of artistic flair in dance anymore. It's just all jumps.
Can I confess? I enjoy watching figure skate.
Oh yeah, it's fun to watch, especially when it comes down to, you go into the kiss and cry and see them all.
I like the pairs.
Which type of pairs?
Like
ice dance or pairs?
What do you mean? Like what's?
So dance is what Virtue and Moyer did.
Okay.
So they do. There's no jumps, and you don't lift the person over your head.
Okay. No, I like the other one.
You like you like
when they both jump
the pairs. Yeah.
When they jump in sequence and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I didn't even know there was two different types. I'll
go
show you.
Jesus. All right.
Hakeem, because I've always watched and I've always seen them make a jump, so I didn't know there was one where it's just
dance. You can tell because there won't be a jump.
Okay, perfect. Okay. You learn something new every day. You're never too old to learn. Joaquin, let's get to the red light district.
So, staying in line with figure skating and ice dance, I'm gonna go towards the Olympics.
Okay,
because it just started the other day. I just watched a little bit of Big Air. God, that's crazy what these guys are doing. But I wanted to kind of compile the list of sports that Canada is favored to win gold in. Okay. So these are the ones that we'll pay a lot of attention to. And if you have any other ones that you think that's going to that Canada has a shot, but here's a few. So obviously, men's and women's ice hockey. That's a given. I think it's considered a failure if both teams, both men and women, aren't at least competing for gold.
100%.
Right? Yeah. So, I mean, deepest talent pool in the world of hockey on both sides, I think. Women's team is a podium lock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another one, curling, men's, women's, and mixed doubles. That was kind of fun to watch, the mix, because we just had our Bond spiel. We kind of curling's fresh in our minds. I liked the just two people going at it. That was fun. So they won against the Czechs, I believe, yesterday. So hopefully our mixed team, which I think the mixed men, he's on the men's, or the mixed doubles guy, he's on the men's team as well. Getting back to you, figure skating, ice dance, and pairs. So Canada usually a strong. I don't know if they'll win gold. I think this is a either like China or Japan or Russians. I don't think Canada has a. They have one, I believe, one good male skater, but I think it's a long shot for a medal there.
It's always fun to watch them though. Like,
yeah. Snowboarding.
Oh.
So what's your favorite? Like big air, slope style, half pipe?
Probably big air.
Big air?
Yeah.
Really? I do like that slope style where they're racing the other three guys. It's kind of derby-ish, right? And of course, half pipe's pretty cool. Freestyle skiing, obviously moguls. We saw, is it Bilodeau that won gold in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Like there's a good chance for Canada in that. Another sport that, you only kind of watch in the Olympics, or maybe if it's on, but you kind of, is short track speed skating.
Oh, I love it.
It's ridiculous how fast these guys are going around the ice on a hockey rink.
That is my favorite.
Yeah.
Love it.
What about skeleton? So skeleton's head first, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That one's good too.
Like you're kind of looking at the time, and stuff, and you're just hoping that they can beat the next time. I think it's cumulative too, right? So they go 3 and the lowest one. But obviously, so ranking these, Canada's most favored in hockey, curling, freestyle skiing, snowboarding, short track speed skating. Anything else?
I'm trying to think. I mean, the speed skating for me is a must watch, for sure. I mean, hockey, obviously. And a lot of it, it's like it's almost new to you, Joaquin, because you don't watch it for 4 years, and then you're back into it, then you're kind of trying to figure out how they score it, who the top guys or ladies are, and all that fun stuff. So, like you said, the curling.
That's fun.
That's always fun at the Olympics.
I always tend to have trouble with judged events, and skating's like that, but it's broken down to what you do. Because like the one thing I looked up, like freestyle skiing, so moguls, that's a high reliability that Canada can battle for a gold there, but it's a judged event. It's very difficult to, for maybe the uneducated, right? It does say like you don't like ice dance, I guess, but Canada's top. There's a good chance for Canada to win gold in ice dance, but pairs, I don't think they have a chance.
I got to look at the schedules and kind of see when all these events are happening.
Just go onto that Gem app, man. You can just go back and watch whatever too. Like if you miss something, I love it. It's great.
There's something though, like I love watching, like especially like the figure skating, like live.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Like I don't want it ruined. Like I know who won and all that. So, and they're always sitting there with their coaches after getting their scores.
Yeah, I know. Like I do think that the Olympics should just be localized from here on out. So it's in Italy, Milan, I know, and then in Cortina and stuff. Cortina's got snow, which is great, but why not go up to make sure you can have the Winter Olympics? Like there's lots of snow.
Yeah.
Like even looking at the big air, it looks kind of bare, right? I want to see tons of snow.
Oh yeah.
Like it's up north, maybe it's in Sweden every year, or or in the French Alps or something, where it's going to have at least some snow at this time, or have it a little earlier. I don't know.
Are you more of a winter or summer Olympics?
Winter all the way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I like the summer. I just like the track and field events. Those are always so much fun, right?
Yeah, I mean,
they're both great. Don't get me wrong.
They're fun. Like I'll watch, but I tend to lean more towards Winter Olympics,
and especially now that NHLers are going for hockey, right? Because before it was just
guys like me,
pros still, but playing in Europe, playing in different leagues, right? So really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. I know there was a postponement of the women's game today due to the norovirus? Yeah. It's belly issues, by
maybe that's what you have.
Should I go home?
No. You can go home in an hour.
What's your favorite event outside of hockey? Because I know that's going to be number one at the Winter Olympics. I got to say speed skating, Joaquin, if you had to pick one. You can only watch one after hockey.
After hockey? Yeah. That's a tough one. It's only because I've kind of watched it, but I like biathlon.
Oh, okay.
The cross-country skiing and shooting?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's pretty cool too, man. That's Coob, you got a favorite Winter Olympics event outside of hockey?
You know what? I don't really tune into the Winter Olympics unless it's for hockey, but being in media now, like I'm going to pay attention to it more. Growing up, it was just hockey. That was it. I mean, mountaineering is one.
That's the one I'm going to watch for sure.
Out to me. Yeah. And then if it's on, I'll put on figure skating, or if there's any big matchups, because Maddie, the genius he is, pointed out to me on the Hangout the other day that there are those apps, and you were discussing it as well, like the CBC Gem or Team Canada or whatever. But if I get a notification, I'm not doing anything. I'll sit down and watch some greatness, because there's great athletes everywhere, man. And for them to train their entire lives for this moment to actually represent your country is pretty cool. So to try and see Canada win, I mean, any big moment really, I'll be tuning into.
You won't watch curling?
In particular. I'll watch curling if it's on, but it's
curling's
not going to be
fun.
my main.
Like it actually gets exciting at the end if it's tight.
Yeah, curling's down the list for me. I'll still watch, like you said, I'll tune into like
maybe if you curled actually.
The final end, is that did I say that correctly?
Sure.
Yeah, in the final end, yeah.
Max Pazuzu says ski jump. Mick Diesel says bobsled. Barbershop Window says curling.
Maybe the biathlon.
Bobsled's pretty fun too.
Bobsled's great. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
I like watching the highlights of it.
You could go do that, hey? You could go and
Oh, yeah.
You can. Will I? Will we?
I probably wouldn't even make it into the bobsled.
Would you rather?
Would you be a driver or?
Ooh.
No, I'd sit at what's the least important job in a 4-man bobsled?
Probably like the third guy, isn't it? You're just pushing?
I'll be the third guy. Just chilling.
No, you got to push.
No, I know, but once you're in there, you're.
Well, you have to know because you're like.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I mean, that's the driver's like man. You got to be the sharpest of the 4.
I remember, the kids were younger, obviously, in 2010, but I got that Mario Winter Olympics for the Wii. Oh. That was fun, man.
The Wii's the best.
Yeah.
Man. I love it. Absolutely. And there's something about the Olympics, Joaquin, like when you're young in high school and you get home or when you come home from work and you're going to eat or just hanging out and you just put on CBC and there's an event going on and you're like, oh.
That's it. Yeah,
that's the best part of it.
Yeah. You just watch sports for the next fortnight.
Then there's like that crazy Dutch speed skater who's just like
oh, gosh, yeah.
Just a machine out there. That's the best, man. Hernan would be a natural in bobsled. Well, because I run, right?
You run. You don't sprint.
Yeah, I can sprint. All right. That does it for hour 1 here. Lots of Oilers talk, of course. Leon's comments. We're going to continue the conversation on the other side of the break. Some of Knob's comments as well. We're going to go around the sporting world. Lots of news to get to, noticias as well. At 2:20, we're going to head to New England to talk to Nick Cattles from Locked On Patriots. That's going to be a fun conversation. I'm rooting for the Patriots this weekend, Joaquin, because as a Niners fan, I cannot cheer for the Seahawks. That is not going to happen. Not up in here.
Okay, geez, settle down.
Canada's second team, other than the Bills, right? Like if you're looking out east,
why the
Bills?
That's a topic for next week. Why are the Seahawks Canada's team? Because that really bugs me.
I mean, if you're in Vancouver, you know.
The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out Jersey Shore star DJ Pauly D at the venue on March 7th. Doors open at 8, show at 9. All you have to do for tickets is go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. Hour 2 of EST Afternoons, only 30 thumbs up. We need to jack those numbers up. So please slam that thumbs up button. Subscribe as well if you haven't done so. And if you want to listen later, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, just follow Edmonton Sports Talk and follow all the shows there. That would be greatly appreciated. We're back with more sports on the other side of the break.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Mills.
I think this team is right where they're supposed to be. Slightly above average.
Slightly above average.
I mean, that is what this team is. The Oilers are +5, 15th in the NHL. The Oilers are also 13th in 5-on-5 scoring. They're 13th in points percentage.
Well, I guess that's the big picture question is how much more capable are they than they have shown? And I actually don't think much more capable.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The road to the FIFA World Cup runs through Edmonton. See Canada Soccer's men's national team before they take on the world this summer. Canada versus Uzbekistan. June 1st, 7 p.m., Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets at Ticketmaster.ca.
You already know where you should go to watch the big game. Where else but River Cree Resort and Casino? Come out to the venue for the massive football watch party on February 8th. Doors open at 3:30 with kickoff at 4:30. Your $35 ticket includes reserved seating and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Or sit in a premium black leather throne of comfort with the VIP lounge package, just $70 a seat. Don't miss out on the football action. Buy your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com. Must be 18 plus.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new, tons of options, and the good stuff like face-off fried pickles and steins of Bud Light. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m. starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Capitals have activated Logan Thompson and Pierre Luc Dubois as Washington takes on Nashville at 5 o'clock. Dubois has been sidelined since Halloween with core issues, while Team Canada's Thompson hasn't played since January 27th. Other action, it's the Senators and Flyers going at it. The Cats and Lightning squaring off before LA hits the ice in Vegas. A total of 7 games around the NHL tonight. And 8 games go down in the NBA. The Raptors and Bulls clash at 5:30. Toronto wraps up their back-to-back. RJ Barrett will sit out to manage a right knee sprain. Elsewhere, it's the Mavericks facing the Spurs as the Lakers and 76ers hit the hardwood. In baseball, ESPN's Jeff Passan has reported that Detroit's Tariq Skubal has set a new arbitration record, being awarded $32 million for 2026. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of EST Afternoon starts right now.
I'm your huckleberry.
Hey, we're back for hour 2. Thank you for hanging out this afternoon with us. Well, whether you're watching or listening, we appreciate you greatly. Slam that thumbs up. We're not even at 50 yet. Come on, let's go. Let's go. River Korean Box 780-218-9999. Nasty chat as well. Joaquin Gage, Hernan Salas, Zach Kubish with you here. No Oilers for a while, my friends, but we'll turn our attention to Olympic hockey. We got CFL free agency next week. We got Oil Kings with so much going on, Joaquin. So don't go anywhere. Edmonton Sports Talk will still be your choice for the best sports coverage in the city. Cole Harbor Joe says snowboard and ski cross. Those races are awesome. Any sleigh events, this one says, or ski jumping. This other one says, I love watching ski jumping. The total insanity to me. You couldn't pay me enough to try that. That's actually pretty, it's true. That's one of the best ones because when they land, they have like no room. And I love that. That's really, really, really good.
Downhill skiing, like too. That's fun to watch.
Yeah. This one says, Hernan, you're the best. D-Rock, your check is in the mail. Check is in the mail. And Dave in Section T says, got my tickets to Canada versus Uzbekistan.
Oh, little foosball.
I think we're all going, Joaquin. Well, not every. It's on Monday. Wish they would have did it more closer to the weekend, you know?
Really?
Yeah. But the Elks start their season, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of different things going on there. All right. Continue the Oiler conversation here. We talked about Leon's comments. He brought up penalty killing, coaching, top players. Can be 4 or 5 guys. I think we've broken it down pretty much. Hey, Joaquin?
I think so.
You're comfortable? We've touched all the bases when it comes to Leon Draisaitl?
Yeah, this is we are not talking Oilers after today.
Okay, so Knobloch last night also had some interesting quotes. Let's start with this one. The defensive structure is the mentality of trying to outscore the opposition. We got some really good offensive players, but we've got to be a little more cognizant of how we play. For me, this is a concerning statement, Joaquin, because this is for the better part, a veteran team that's been to the dance twice.
Yeah.
Hasn't been able to close out the dance. But... And you said it earlier, it starts with 97 and 29. Like 97 yesterday gave up a breakaway. It was awful defending. It was like Bouchard on Faber on Saturday.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So what do you make of those words? Like he's pretty much saying like all we want to do is play offense. There's no interest in this team in playing defense. They're saying all the right things. The players say it all. But why isn't it transitioning onto the ice?
That's the $1 million question, buddy.
Yeah.
That's
sorry to put that question on you, but
no, it's fine. But this is maybe Tommy should be talking about this because it's kind of about leadership, right? Those guys, their mindset is to every time they're out there, they're trying to score goals, right? And again, this is where maybe you sit down with everyone. Maybe there's I don't know what the rules are, but maybe it's a Zoom meeting over this break or something to have a discussion. Okay, we've hit the point. We got 30 games left, roughly?
Pretty much.
We need to figure out the way that we're going is not going to produce the results that we wish to achieve. I think anyway. Maybe they don't. Maybe they think this is the way, but I can't think they're thinking that way just because of what Nabla said, right?
Yeah.
So there has to be a change in how they play. You cannot just try to go out there and play offense. Like, yes, if it comes, you take advantage of it. But you're not built that way. You have to keep that game zero. Take your chances when they come and generate them that way. But I think again, the mindset has to be generating offense from good, solid defense.
Yeah, it's just baffling to me that this team, it's the commitment to play defense. And he said that a few nights ago. That was Chris Knobloch after the Toronto game or before the Toronto game. I can't remember. But it was after one of the last 3 games. And it's just baffling to me that this team doesn't want to go there. Now, when you look at it also, Joaquin, is it, because we're looking at this decor, and I think before the season we said it's probably the best decor they've had in many, many years. But to me, the decor looks almost like they're just not thinking the game at a high level right now.
No.
And that's worrisome too, because we're not talking about a young decor. Like Emerson, sure, Stastny had the limited games. I get it as well. But Wallman's played a lot. Nurse has played a lot.
They don't, I remember, I don't know what I was watching. I think it was Fedorov his jersey got retired or whatever, and they were talking about the Russian line, how it was.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they played as 5-man units. Like they went out as 5-man units. And the Oilers, you can't tell me that they defend as a 5-man unit. It's
not even a 3-man unit.
Sometimes it's a 1.
It's 1, yeah.
Or they're a 1-man wolf pack on defense half the time, right? Like they have to learn to defend as 5.
Yeah. I agree. And it's because we all know the offense is there. We all know they can create it. We all know it's there. They can score goals. So again, I'm baffled. Why is this team doesn't want to commit to playing defense? Because they know that as they defend well and they turn the puck over, the offense comes almost natural to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But instead, they're always cheating. They're getting caught. Like, go look at that breakaway yesterday. Look at how McDavid defended that. It was awful. And that's your captain. That's your captain.
But I mean, when you look at Jay and Reed were talking, I believe, yesterday about how do you measure what's a good stat, a good way to measure how a team's going, right? And we were going with obviously wins and losses, but it's got to be. I think when you look at it, it's got to be goal differential is one of the top ones that you look at, right? And I'm trying to find it here, but the Colorado Avalanche, it's ridiculous, but I can't find it. But they're somewhere like plus 80 goal differential. Like Nathan McKinnon is plus 48 right now.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So you look at the top guys: McKinnon, Necas, Makar. Necas plus 35. Makar plus 28. Brett Burns plus 28. Malinsky's plus 30. Josh Manson plus 37. Tays plus 27. Like this is there is a definite, and you look at Landeskog plus 18. Jack Drury, who plays third, fourth line center, plus 11. Right.
Yeah.
So they are making a conscious effort to play on the defensive side of the puck. And, this is, Something has to change. The mindset has to change of the Edmonton Oilers. If they if they want any sort of hope of doing something in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm grabbing it right here. But it's okay. So the goal differential for the Colorado Avalanche, who is, I think, considered the top team in the NHL, is plus 74. Right? Then you have the Dallas Stars plus 33, Minnesota Wild plus 27. Edmonton Oilers are plus 4.
That's a good indicator. That's a mid-team right there.
You look at the top other teams. Tampa Bay plus 54, Carolina Hurricanes plus 32, Pittsburgh Penguins plus 20. And then you look at some of the other teams and they're getting close to the even mark. That's just, you're not going to do anything. Utah Mammoth, which is really surprising, where I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what that game looks like, have a goal differential of plus 26.
That's crazy.
They're in a wild card spot. It makes sense. They're tied. They're in the Central, and they're tied in the wild card spot with the Edmonton Oilers in points.
It's crazy. And just to add to those numbers, in these last 9 games, the PK went 61.5%. They gave up 36 goals in the 9 game. Make it 8 games because they got a shutout in 1. 108 high danger scoring chances against in those 9 games. That is just, I didn't do every team. I probably could, but that seems like a high number. You're talking about goal differential and all that, and players being on the ice for a ton of goals. And for players being on the ice when a goal is scored against them, the Oilers have 4 guys in the top 20 for goals against.
Yeah.
Okay. Matthias Ekholm, Evan Bouchard. Now, in fairness, they play the tough competition.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Okay. Darnell Nurse is there, and Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid, it's different, and Evan Bouchard to an extent because they produce more than they get scored on. But still. And Quinn Hughes is top 3, but I think a lot of those goals against were when he was in Vancouver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, the leaders, Morgan Riley, followed by Ekman Larson. 2 guys on a bad team. Mackenzie Weegar's there. He's on a bad team. Colton Parayko's there. He's on a bad team. Tyler Myers is there. He's on a bad team. So there's no need for 4 Oilers that important to be in the top 20 when you're on the ice when you get scored on.
It's proof's in the pudding.
It's right there, man. And I'm sure Leon's not too far behind. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you live with Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard because they outscore. They have more goals for than they do against. But the other guys, like Darnell Nurse, I don't know if it's going to get better. And tomorrow we're going to bring up the topic of that second pair. Joaquin, we'll dive into it. I have an interesting question for you as well. But this team's got to figure it out. I think they have the horses on the back end. They got to start thinking the game a little bit better. And then I think defensively as a whole, the forwards all have to buy in. And it starts with your leaders. It does. And do your goalies need to make more saves? Yes. They both started well. They're both dipping a little bit, but a lot of it has to do with the 5 guys in front of them. Like, look at yesterday. Breakaway, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 2 2-on-1s.
That can't happen, man.
It can't happen. And these are poor teams that are doing this to the Oilers.
There's no way that the Calgary Flames should generate that good of scoring chances.
No, not at all. They had 13 high danger scoring chances. This team barely scores 4 goals. Barely a night. And the Oilers, hey. So I'm glad Leon kind of had some loose lips yesterday. I'm glad he did because it's what's needed. And I'm very intrigued to see what this team does after the break. And quickly before we get to a break, maybe we'll talk about this tomorrow because Nob said coaches have a long time to really evaluate what we want to do. We got a little mini training camp coming back after the break where we've got about a week to focus on things that we need to get better. And there's a lot. So maybe we'll do a list tomorrow of.
Maybe we'll go to the training camp and we'll get cut out a big D and you can bring a fence and we'll just yell defense.
Hey, for all the season ticket holders, people go to games. Hey, start chanting defense. That would be amazing. defense. Let's go. Great idea, Joaquin. Great idea. All right, we're going to talk some Super Bowl coming up next with Nick Cattles from the Locked On Patriots podcast. It's going to be a fun conversation. The big game goes on Sunday, and we're all looking forward to it. If you're coming down to Kelly's, we'll see you there. It's going to be a fun time. Can't wait for the game. Can't wait for the halftime show. And can't wait to see all of our wonderful listeners and viewers. We're back with some Patriots talk on the other side of the break.
Games left in the NHL before the Olympic break. 5 games get going at 5 o'clock, including the Predators and Capitals facing off, the Hurricanes and Rangers hitting the ice, while Ottawa visits Philly. And for tonight, Washington has activated Canadian goalie Logan Thompson and Pierre-Luc Dubois for the game. Thompson has been out since January 27th, while Dubois has been battling core injuries, not playing since Halloween. On the court, Toronto and Chicago go toe-to-toe. 5:30 tip-off. RJ Barrett will not play for the Raptors. He's managing a right knee sprain. Elsewhere, Golden State takes on Phoenix. The Hornets look to swarm the Rockets as the Hawks play the Jazz. And according to ESPN's Shams Charania, the Pacers have traded for Avitas Zubats of the Clippers for Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, a pair of first-rounders, and a second-round pick. In baseball, ESPN's Jeff Passan reporting that Detroit's Terry Skubal has set the new arbitration record, being awarded $32 million for 2026. We talk some Super Bowl on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada snowboarder Mark McMorris.
Thank you for your continued support, Canada. It's an honor to represent our country. Keep cheering loud, Canada. We feel it. Thank you, Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
Edmonton, be part of history. Support Canada Soccer's men's national team as they battle Uzbekistan in the final send-off series ahead of the FIFA World Cup. Monday, June 1st at 7 p.m. at Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.ca.
You already know where you should go to watch the big game. Where else but River Cree Resort and Casino? Come out to the venue for the massive football watch party on February 8th. Doors open at 3:30 with kickoff at 4:30. Your $35 ticket includes reserved seating and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Or sit in a premium black leather throne of comfort with the VIP lounge package, just $70 a seat. Don't miss out on the football action. Buy your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com. Must be 18 plus.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now.
We're back here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin Gage, Hernan Salas. Oilers are done for a few weeks as the Olympic break is in full effect. Our next guest is brought to you by Old Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. EST Afternoons here live from the William Huff Studios. I'm very pleased to welcome in Nick Cattles from the Locked On Patriots podcast. Nick, what's shaking?
Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
We're doing excellent. Thank you for taking some time. I know probably all the media in the Boston area is pretty busy this week, so we appreciate your time. Before we get to the big game and all that fun stuff, I got to ask you, Nick, how was the kind of vibe? What was the outcry when Bill Belichick was not a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah, it wasn't a good vibe. It wasn't a good vibe at all. I mean, I think a lot of people could imagine that New England was upset by it, and I don't quite understand it. You know, it doesn't make much sense to me when I look at what he has accomplished, and people will sit there and they'll talk about Spygate 20 years ago and Deflategate, which really wasn't on Belichick himself. If you're going to blame anybody for that, what I thought was a nothing burger, you would blame Tom Brady for that. I thought it was ridiculous. I think they've exposed the system. The idea that Belichick didn't get in, Robert Kraft again doesn't get in. They've accomplished more than really anybody in the game of football. So I find it to be outrageous, and I think it's embarrassing that the voting committee is coming out and saying, well, you know, you can only vote for 3 people. Then vote the people that deserve it the most. And I don't think there's much of an argument. I mean, does this mean Bill Belichick is never going to get in? Is Robert Kraft never going to get in? Is Tom Brady never going to get in? They're all going to get in. So it really just seems very petty to me.
Yeah, Nick, just to here in Edmonton, when that news broke, our shows were pretty much dedicated to that because it was just, like you said, like no one could understand it. A lot of bias going into the voting as well, which is a little bit unfortunate.
Nick, I got a question that maybe you get from outside the market, but is it fair for the Patriots after all that success to be back in the Super Bowl so quickly? Like, shouldn't it be at least over 10 years before you go from dynasty to possibly building another one?
I mean, I get it. It's a fair question. It's completely fair, fellas. Look, to be able to go through the Mac Jones experience and the way that they just failed to build around him and really give him any solid chance to be a successful quarterback at the NFL level, you know, when that thing just fell apart, who would ever think that, you know, literally a year or two later they'd draft Drake May and they'd be in a draft where, you know, the top 3 picks are 3 quarterbacks. How often does that happen? And where all 3 guys look like they're actually going to work out if you go through their first 2 years. Now, of course, things can change, but, you know, I felt like the Mike Vrabel hire was so significant, so huge for this organization. They had to become a serious program, fellas. I mean, you look at what happened with Bill Belichick's last couple of years, off a cliff. Gerard Mayo was an unmitigated disaster for the franchise. Should have never happened. It happened because Robert Kraft promised him the job. They really wanted to go out there and get Vrabel in 2024, but they didn't. They felt like they had to do right by Gerard Mayo, so they promoted him. That failed. They lucked out. I mean, just incredible fortune with Drake May being there at 3, and then Mike Vrabel not getting hired in 2024. So what I would say to you guys is blame the rest of the NFL. Somebody should have went out and got Mike Vrabel. Yeah. Somebody should have done something about the whole Drake May thing, but especially Vrabel. He was out there. He was available. He was stuck in Cleveland for a year.
Nick Cattles from the Locked On Patriots podcast joining us here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin Gage, I'm Hernan Salas. And before we get to the game, Nick, I got to ask, when you guys were doing kind of like the preseason shows and all there, you know, Mike Vrabel, I love there in New England, of course. You had an exciting young quarterback. What was kind of the expectation for this Pats team this year?
You know, I can speak for myself. I don't know what everybody, of course, was saying and predicting, but I thought that they would win 9 games. I had them at 9-8, and I had said before the season kicked off, if everything, and I meant everything, if everything went right, which means Drake May takes a big leap in year 2, which means most of the team stays relatively healthy, which means they hit in the draft and in free agency. If everything fell correctly with their schedule, I thought they had a ceiling of 11 wins. And I thought, you know, I think a lot of people would say, well, 11 wins was probably the highest of the high mark. There was one person, I'll shout out, Taylor Kyles, from CLNS. He actually had the Patriots winning 13 games in the regular season, so he was by far the closest. But I was at 9 wins with a ceiling of 11.
Nick, maybe it's unfair, or maybe that's not the right term to use, but for Drake and Vrabel, they're probably compared to obviously Belichick and Tom over the course of the next few years here. But is there any similarities, and what are the differences between them at this point of their coaching career and their young quarterback year?
It's a great question. I mean, I think Vrabel obviously takes some things from Belichick, right? The preparation, the details, the minutia. He has a guy up in the box every week. His name is John Stryker. He's Vrabel's right-hand man. Belichick for years had Ernie Adams filling a very similar role when it came to challenges and fourth down decisions and weather and all these little things, the rules of the game. So, I think that the attention to detail is so huge with Vrabel, and he learned that. I also think that he learned that you get after your best players, and if you can get after your best players in the meetings, then everybody else kind of falls in line. So I think there is some similarity. As far as Drake, I think the biggest thing that I would point to as a similarity to Tom Brady, and because they're just completely different players, but I will say that the intelligence, the football IQ, the ability to kind of, by the time Brady got to year 10, 11, 12, he was like a supercomputer, fellas. I mean, he knew everything that the defense, he famously said, that he felt like he had all the answers to the tests by the time he got to like year 14, 15. He knew every single defense, every single coverage, what teams were trying to do to him and how to combat that. And he could he could pretty much adjust on the fly. He was just very, very brilliant when it came to the game of football. And when you hear Josh McDaniels, who worked with Brady for so long, when you hear McDaniels describe Drake May and talk about how smart he is, and there's not many quarterbacks that he's worked with that are, as smart as Drake, and how quick he picks things up. And they're both, animalistic when it comes to their work ethic. They just work like crazy. Brady and May are both workaholics, watch film constantly, work on their craft constantly. But, there's a lot of differences too. Vrabel is, I think, better in connecting and relating to the players, especially in this generation. Does a fantastic job with having that kind of personal touch. I think he does a really good job. Not to say that Belichick ignored family members and ignored family connections, but I think Vrabel does a really good job of making not only the players, but the players' families feel like they're kind of part of the organization and franchise. One quick story. Towards the end of the year, around Christmas, Vrabel had all the assistant coaches, and he had all the families actually go on the trip with the football team, and they kind of all hung out on the Saturday night before the football game to kind of celebrate the holiday. That's something that doesn't happen a lot in the NFL. So I think he's very finely in tune with, family life and how important that is to people, and making people feel like they're not working 150 hours a week. When it comes to May, the difference is he's getting better, but he's not nearly as vocal of a leader as Brady was. He's got a swag to himself, but it's not as in your face as I think Brady's was at times. So he's a little bit more quiet and reserved than Brady for now. We'll see if that changes dramatically. And of course, on the field, Drake is just much more athletic than Brady ever was. And I would say that's the biggest difference between those two guys on the field, is just, Brady, his arm got better. And again, the football intelligence, and Brady was better getting rid of the football quickly than Drake is. I think that comes with experience. But the athleticism is just at a different level, that new generation of quarterback.
And Nick, let's get to the game now. I'm kind of tired of hearing, the Patriots had an easy schedule and all that stuff. I mean, they've earned their stripes to get to the big game. They're going to be in tough against a very good Seattle side. But when you look at the Patriots, what strengths are on the Pats side on Sunday?
Yeah, I think, It's funny. I've been looking at this stuff all week long. I mean, I'm at the point now, fellas, where it's like Thursday and my head's about to explode with information and stats, and you know what I mean. Like, I've watched hours of film, and I'm reading everything, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I need a couple of days to have a beer and just relax and get away from it for a little bit. But the advantages, I think. Look, the Patriots' defensive line, I think, has been overlooked. A lot of people have talked about the Seahawks' defensive line and the depth they have, and I'm not disparaging Seattle. Seattle's an awesome football team. I think they're the more talented roster when you go player by player, and their defense is terrific. Best in football this year, analytically, statistically. Their defensive line, you got 5 guys that have 40 or more pressures. But I think what's been overlooked is the Patriots' defensive line, and Milton Williams and Christian Barmore and Calebon Chason are 3 guys that have had excellent postseasons. And some of that people would point to, well, look at who they played, right? LA's offensive line was bad. Houston's offensive line wasn't good. But Denver's one of the best offensive lines in football, and they absolutely dominated the Broncos in the trenches. So I think the defensive line against Seattle's offensive line, especially on the interior, is going to be an advantage for the Patriots. I think when you look at the tight end position, I would give the tight end position to the Patriots. I think Ramondre Stevenson is very underrated. I think Kenneth Walker's played a few good games here, but I think Ramondre Stevenson as a complete back, pass protection, catching the football, running with the football. I think Ramondre Stevenson is somebody who could help out the Patriots offense in this game. And, I just think the coaching, Mike Vrabel, his experience, he's been to 4 Super Bowls. He's been a player. Yeah. He knows what you go through as a player on game day, the long pregame, the long halftime, how to conserve your energy. Josh McDaniels, this will be his 10th Super Bowl as a coach in the NFL. I mean, he knows everything you need to know going into this game. So I think there are some advantages. But I do think when you look at it again, player for player, roster to roster, Seattle is the more talented team.
Nick, I want to know how you're consuming the game. Are you party atmosphere, lots of people, or are you locked in a dungeon, dark room, 78-inch, with a bucket of beer and a bucket of wings and ready to break this thing down?
Not a 78-inch TV. I wish I was at 78. I think I'm somewhere around. I think I'm around 66 or 67, fellas.
Still good.
TV envy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's an awesome question this year because I got a buddy who's celebrating his 40th birthday on Sunday.
Nice.
And they're having a party for him. And now usually what I would do, I would go there and I'd drink beer and I'd Uber home and I'd have a heck of a time. But since the Patriots are playing and I'm doing Locked On Patriots, I'm planning on doing a live post game, and I don't think it would be good if I was half in the bag doing a live post game. So I'm probably one of 2 things. I'm either leaving my buddy's party at halftime, coming home and watching the rest of the game here, or I'm just going to go to my buddy's house, hang out for a little bit, and then before the game kicks off, race back home and be ready for the game and then be ready for the post game. So it's been a big conversation with my wife and I in the house for the last week or 2. If the Patriots made it, what was I going to do? I think that's the 2 options I'm looking at right now.
Oh, Nick, great stuff, man. And as a 49ers fan myself, I'm on the Patriots bandwagon this weekend. I cannot cheer for those guys over there. Hey, thank you for taking the time. I imagine it's a busy week for all Boston media out there. Enjoy the game. Have a great weekend, and I'm sure we'll chat again.
Thanks, fellas. I appreciate you. Be well.
All right. Nick Cattles from the Locked On Patriots podcast joining us here. He's going live after the game if you're a Patriots fan, so that's commitment.
Nice.
That's commitment. So good on him for that.
I think he should get, we'll find that easy, that
2 beers. 2 beers, you can do a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can do a great show at 6, especially if they win.
6? Okay.
It's Miller Lights.
Yeah. Bud Light. We got some breaking news regarding the Canadian men's Olympic hockey team. Braden Point has been officially ruled out. And like most of the team that was selected a few months ago or whenever it was, very, very, I'm going to call it lazy pick. I don't care. Seth Jarvis will be his replacement. I just feel like there's no, he was there last year. Let's just put him on the team. Like, I'm sorry, Joaquin. Like, nothing against Seth Jarvis. He's a hell of a hockey player. He is. But I still think Scheifele's having a better season. Zach Hyman's having a better season. Connor Bedard's having a better season. Like, I just find this is just Doug Armstrong and Mr. John Cooper saying, oh, he was there last year, just put him on the team. Like, there's no work going into this.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I like Seth Jarvis. He's probably going to score 4 goals.
He's going to lead the tournament in scoring.
Whatever.
And the team is still great. Don't get us wrong, right, Joaquin?
Yeah, and you're not, like they say, you're not picking an all-star team, right? Like you're trying to put together the best team. But I'm still looking through forwards, and I can't seem to find Jarvis's point totals.
43 points in 48 games.
Okay. Well, I mean, I liked him. He only played 1 game in the Four Nations, didn't he?
I think he played
2?
2.
No, he played in the final, I think. Yeah. And he had a couple good chances. I just thought, for some reason, I don't know why. I thought, oh, here's a chance. They're going to go with, I thought they would go with Scheifele.
So did I. I thought Scheifele or Bedard. I thought I still believe Hyman should be in the conversation with the season he's having.
Well, just the versatility. Like Hyman, you can throw on the 4th line. You
can throw him anywhere.
I mean, you could probably throw Jarvis on the 4th line too, but
it's just like the defense picks. Like, oh, they were here last year. Seth just. Hey, congratulations to that Jarvis. It's pretty cool to go to the Olympics after he was probably extremely disappointed being left off the team, but. I mean, Scheifele's not going to hurt you. Bedard's not going to hurt you. Hyman's not going to hurt you. Who else am I missing? Konechny's not going to hurt you.
And, I mean, I know this will probably make Oilers fans upset, but maybe just give them a break for the last 30 games too, you know? Silver lining, right?
Yes, 100%. This Oilers team needs all their big boys healthy, so silver lining for sure. All right, up next we'll get to the Screw It, Let's Do It parlay. One last one before we take a nice little break from it. It'll be a couple of weeks. Well, we can do, I guess, Canada.
We're doing Super Bowl.
We'll do that tomorrow.
Exactly.
Okay. No, but from the hockey, I mean, from the NHL. And then
we'll do it for Olympics.
We'll get, oh, sure, speed skating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this day in sports and all that fun stuff as we get you set for the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. We're back for the final segment here on EST Afternoons.
Brayden Point is officially out for Team Canada. Point has been out of action since late January, battling a knee injury. And Seth Jarvis slots in as his replacement, putting up 43 points in 48 games for the Hurricanes this season. 7 NHL games left before the Olympic break, including the Predators and Capitals facing off. The Hurricanes and Rangers hitting the ice while Ottawa visits Philly. And for tonight, Washington has activated Canadian goalie Logan Thompson and Pierre-Luc Dubois. Thompson has been out since January 27th, while Dubois has been battling core injuries, not playing since Halloween. On the court, Toronto and Chicago go toe-to-toe at 5:30. RJ Barrett will not play for the Raptors. He's managing a right knee sprain. Elsewhere, Golden State takes on Phoenix. The Hornets look to swarm the Rockets as the Hawks play the Jazz. Over in baseball, ESPN's Jeff Passan reporting that Detroit's Tariq Skubal has set a new arbitration record, being awarded $32 million for 2026. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. EST Afternoons wraps up following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
The road to the FIFA World Cup runs through Edmonton. See Canada Soccer's men's national team before they take on the world this summer. Canada versus Uzbekistan. June 1st, 7 p.m., Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets at Ticketmaster.ca.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new, tons of options, and the good stuff like our 8-inch 2-topping RCM pizza and our signature Caesar. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m. starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
How dude. Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
We're back here on EST Afternoon's final segment. Hey, the Afternoon Inbox, presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their Tap 25 restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off, 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Still not over this Jarvis thing. Like, he barely played at Four Nations. Well, why bring him now? For what? Sit him out?
No, because they said they weren't bringing extras. Didn't they? I mean, he's probably a little upset. You see his boys that came to the Four Nations? He probably had an epic party going for the next week.
Well, like, a guy that you didn't play because you had 12 other guys that you preferred, and then you're going to bring him again. Like, I just don't know why. Like, he didn't help you then. What makes you think he
helped?
Sure, okay, a little bit, but I'm just pissed.
He didn't hurt.
I really wanted to see, I'll be honest, I really wanted to see Scheifele there.
Yeah, I'm Team Scheifele. Sorry, Zach. But
not you, Coop. Coop was like, what? Yeah, there's the extras. There's gonna be 2 extra forwards sitting out.
Oh yeah.
So maybe it doesn't matter. Who cares? But I don't know. I just think it's lazy. Lazy.
Watch him score the golden goal.
Scheifele, Bedard, Hyman, you did everything. You did everything right. You're all having excellent seasons. But there's always a little bit of bias too. Joaquin, this day in sports. Hey, a couple former Oilers birthdays. Ty Ratty and Linus Ullmark. How about those two names?
Man, both guys were supposed to score, I think, combined over their careers, 2,000 goals.
Well, Ty Ratty had 14 points in the final 9 games in I can't remember what season, and people were going crazy that he was the next one.
Well, wasn't he didn't he score 9 goals in preseason, and everyone...
Oh, everybody went crazy.
Can you imagine what Tony would have said about him? Tony probably had him breaking Gretzky's record.
Yeah, both guys didn't. I thought Linus Ullmark had some memorable moments with the Oilers. He was a good player, but he didn't get a lot of opportunity. Today is National Shower with a Friend Day, which is kind of weird. Unless you're playing sports and getting the showers in the dressing room, but National Chocolate Fondue Day.
Yuck.
On this day in 1983, Africa by Toto was the number 1 hit.
I trust the rains down in Africa.
It's a good song, man. No? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just said a line from it.
On this day, the Steelers defeated the Seahawks 21-10 in the Super Bowl. It was the 5th Super Bowl victory for the Steelers in 2006. Jerome Bettis retired after the game.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
That was Roethlisberger's first.
Roethlisberger.
How many Super Bowls does Roethlisberger have? 2?
1 or 2. He beat the Cardinal 2.
2, I think.
Yeah. Dad Duck.
Dad Duck.
Duck Dad. Omar cost
That's
me
his brother.
Omar cost me a parlay a couple of weeks ago. Well, that's on you for betting on Omar.
Did you hear the guy this morning? Was it this morning? Dusty said the guy lost a 9-leg parlay. Would have been over 10 grand on the Oilers last night losing.
Oh boy, he missed it by 1.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? Do you know?
Oilers to win, I think.
Oh. Did you hear the Noodles today? He was sitting on the airplane on the way to the Super Bowl with Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
I was like,
green eyes, attractive man.
Damon Allen's brother. OJ's buddy.
My dad had a funny story because if you saw a picture of my dad, kinda, whatever. But my dad always told the story. He was in New York and he was walking down the street and some guy from across the street was looking at him and it's like, it's weird. And then all of a sudden they stop and the guy stops and looks and he goes, Marcus Allen. And my dad goes, what? He goes, Marcus Allen. Yeah. And my dad gave away and he was like waved and then kept walking.
It's not Marcus Allen, but thank you.
Yeah, this guy thought my dad was Marcus Allen.
So my dad looks like a famous folklore singer in Chile.
Oh, really?
Like a very famous one.
Yeah.
And in Chile, my dad always gets stopped, and they're like, "Oh, hello, can I take a picture of you?" My dad's like, "Yeah, I'm not him."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My father-in-law looks like Robert Redford.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like to people back in the day used to come up and go, Mr. Redford, can we have an autograph?
Yeah.
No problem.
I've never had that problem.
No. Well, you don't look like Robert Redford.
I do look like I don't know, a Latino actor, I guess.
I've told the Vin Diesel, like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad one.
That's not a bad one.
He's a cool guy, Fast and
I'm
Furious.
all about family.
Screw it, let's do it. Hit it, Coop.
Screw it, let's do it, no delay. Let's take a risk today. No sense being safe. We need a huge payday.
All right, you and Coop both hit yesterday. McDavid let me down again. Son of a biscuit. So who goes first? Now I'm confused.
No, because who won? So Coop and I both won.
Mm-hmm.
Now we were both points. Coop, you went first yesterday, right?
That is correct.
So you go again because we tied. Winners outs. Yeah.
All right, 5 o'clock. It's the Predators and Capitals facing off. I'm going to go with the Steven Stamkos point. He's on a 3-game point streak at 3 points against the Wild.
I hate these point streaks, Coop.
Well, I hate that you keep hating on me, Hernan.
You can't say anything when you pick McDavid 2 points and he doesn't hit it.
But that's on him. Not
No,
on
it's
me.
on you.
No, it's on McDavid.
No, it's not.
Well, Gager calls hat tricks.
Yeah. I'm the only one that should be doing McDavid plus points here.
That's true.
I agree, actually, yeah.
I'll just take the goals.
Yeah. And speaking of goals, in lieu of his recent announcement that he is going to be playing for Team Canada, Seth Jarvis will score a goal tonight against the New York Rangers.
Wow.
He leads the team with 25.
Will they hold him out for Team Canada, though?
They didn't hold out McDavid. I mean, he's a big piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, but Jarvis is the late
Jarvis,
addition.
yeah. SJ.
Late addition, brother. All right. I don't know what the hell to do, boys. Should I go saves for somebody?
You do what you want.
I just don't know who's confirmed, though.
Look on Daily Faceoff.
Oh, it says here confirmed. Give me like what's a proper save thing? Because we've been going 24 and a half.
Oh, you know what?
I think that's too high.
21 and a half.
No, it's good. It boosts it up. Who is Panarin in LA tonight?
No, he's not.
No,
playing.
yeah, he's confirmed out.
I mean, there's a good one. Tampa and Florida tonight.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go Vasilevsky over 20 and a half saves.
Okay.
Is that fair?
I don't ask questions.
That's pretty neutral.
Be confident in your selections. You shouldn't have to ask.
Because I
like
don't
when I said
know.
Seth Jarvis, was there a quiver in my voice or not? No.
Yeah,
I know this little bugger's going to score tonight.
I don't know if that's okay. Whatever. We're going with it. Here's a parlay. Stamkos point. Jarvis goal. Vasilevsky over 20.5 saves.
Giddy up.
Liz Rat. Hey, fun show. Big shout out to Nick Cattles from Locked On Patriots. Tomorrow, our buddy Lee Hacksaw is joining us. Maybe someone else. Oh, before we go, quickly, we need a genre for the movies. Jack to the Future. What did we do last week? I can't even remember. Give me an actor or a genre.
Let's go foreign film.
Adult movies.
No, have we done animation? We've done animation.
I think we have. Who's that actor who has a ton of movies?
Nick Cage. Oh, we did that.
We play the music while we think this. So we got 10 seconds. Actor.
Let's go Susan Sarandon.
Okay, Susan Sarandon or Mike Myers, Caster says, or winter sports movies.
Yes, winter sports movies.
Okay, there we got it.
With an Olympic theme.
Okay.
Oh, Charlie Brown.
For Joaquin, for Coop, I'm Hernan. Say, don't go anywhere. Reed Wilkins, J-Mail coming up. Enjoy your evening. We love you. Chowders.